Hello, my name is Roberto. I'm a first generation student, major in mechanical engineering, and I graduate last fall. Some relevant experience I've obtained is through the SHEP Outreach Committee and also through my high school robotics team. For the SHEP Outreach Committee, I was in charge of sending out an email to the members who participated at the Houston Food Bank event. And with that email, I sent it the same day that the event occurred, and that the email itself had the contact information that I could use to award the points if I was secretary. Through my high school robotics team, I was the secretary for robotics, and that I was in charge of making sure that the students had paid their local membership so that they could participate in robotics. And I also kept track of which students took the safety orientation course. This course was essential as it allowed the students to work with the physical tools and build the robot itself. I look forward to using these skills to improve the point scoring system at SHEP. I noticed that the website that is currently being used is very effective in showing the positions of the familia. However, I noticed that some of the students are missing some points, and one way that I plan on addressing this challenge is by using the calendar and Google Calendar I created to keep track of all the events throughout all the committees and also like the SRTs to ensure to see like, what events are doing it. So like once an event has occurred, I have plans to reach out to the responsive board member or the committee member of that said event to ask for the attendance sheet and update it as soon as possible. And that way we don't have any backlog on the points. And I look forward to becoming the next secretary so I can improve the experience to the familia. Thank you.
Perfect, Roberto. So I'm gonna go ahead and ask you the first question. So it is a little long question as well. But you know, as a secretary, you'll be in charge of sending out the weekly newsletters. You mentioned the point system, so that is also responsibility for secretary. And then back into the newsletters and point system, you mentioned it's constant communication with the chairs and with the e-board of like attendance list, where's the attendance list? And then for newsletters, it's like, is this event happening? What is the description of this event? Where is the flyer of this event with the newly elected communications director? So among other stuff, also like leading the academic committee with the president, myself. So this is a time management question, is how would you manage your time to ensure that you're successful in your role while also fulfilling, of course, your academic and personal responsibilities?
So for next semester, I'm only going to be taking 3 classes, so that's going to allow me to have more time available to be active in SHEP. And as I'm a very task-oriented person, so I feel like the position as a secretary is like very task-oriented. Like you know, like all the events are occurring at the same time. So like once an event occurs, I plan on like tackling it as soon as possible. That's something that I did with the outreach committee for the Houston Food Bank. Whenever the event concluded, I got all the pictures and all that, and I set up the email and survey as soon as possible.
Thank you very much, Roberto. Great speech, by the way. So I have a question for you. So in your role as a secretary, you'll be working very closely with the president. So in the event of disagreement, how would you handle it?
I would like to try to get on her side to see like what her view is on it and like try to find a middle ground if necessary.
So in your opinion, what is some of the key characteristic of a good leader and a great leader? How do you differentiate that?
So a good leader is someone who does everything they're supposed to do, and a great leader is someone that goes beyond and like tries to set the example for the people.
Awesome. Good question. Thank you.